So one of the innovations we were able to do in the BCURE sort of project was coming up with an effective way of doing policy dialogue. So policy dialogue means all sorts of things to different people, but think more broadly occasions where we're trying to matchmake between researchers and practitioners. Right? That's the structure. So we were really struggling with, is there an effective way to do matchmaking? Is there an effective way to get these different skill sets to really start working in close tandem? And the structure we came up with, this kind of policy dialogue structure, has three critical components which I think are quite unique and have allowed for that. I think the first component is really spend a lot of time selecting the right people. And what I mean by the right people is people who represent all the various stakeholders that are relevant to that problem in question. So they could be public sector, they could be private sector, they could be civic society, they could be researchers. The second thing was, once you select, now you need to really be honest about problem identification. You really need to take your time and truly agree on the problem you want to solve. Now this sounds trivial, but it's actually not. People, even if they ostensibly think they agree on the problem, unless you really discuss and debate it, they might have different facets of the problem that they really care about. You know, if I'm in education, I might care more about, let's say we all agree that education is a big deal. I might care about enrollment, you might care about quality. Even within quality, I might care about like cognitive skills and you might care about non-cognitive skills. And each of these are valid views, but to get an agreement on that is critical. And the third big thing is, once you open these doors, really have a very structured interface, right? You want to have a very tangible, objective outcome over here. You can have endless conversations with people about what do you want to solve, what are the deeper causes for what you have, what solutions do you want, unless you put some sort of pressure, some sort of commitment to say, look, we got to get this done. We can't keep talking about this. Then you force people's hands. And you know, the place I think where we probably succeeded the most in this, in getting all these elements to work together, because these are all challenging elements. The first one, selecting people, requires a lot of preparatory work before you even get to the dialogue, was this dialogue we did in March of 2014 in the National School of Public Policy in Pakistan, where we had several thematic groups: education, health, crime, taxation, and we really handpicked the right set of people. And I was shocked, in half a day, I mean, that's not much time at all. In literally half a day of working together with these key groups of people, we ended up getting 3/4 of the ideas that we discussed eventually become full-fledged collaborations, several of which now are at the point of being scaled up to actual policy. That's the highest success rate I've ever seen in any of these matchmaking things. And literally all it took was getting these ingredients done. I'm really excited about this model. I'm really excited about innovating on this model as we reapply this in other places, thinking what are the critical elements, what are additional elements we can add. But you know, I'm pretty pumped about this being an exciting and positive direction to go.